Welcome back, everyone, to episode 11 of the Mexico series. So, we have 6 nuclear power plants being built, and our inflation has gone up. I'm hoping that after the nuclear plants are complete, that this will start to go down because we would have an abundance of energy, which would mean that we could grow our industry sectors. So let's make a little bit of an adjustment to the taxes. And let's see. So we're going to lower the highway tax. So let's do this as a reform. Let's think of something simple. Budget reform 2023. Let's see. So if we lower that. Alright, so that's gonna raise the inheritance tax. Alright, so that's gonna be good. We'll add that. Tax on company turnover. Let's see how that works. That's not gonna go. So let's go with a even 4%. Alright, so that barely makes it. And financial transactions. Let's see if we can do... Let's go with 0.25. Alright, so that passes. Let's raise the tobacco tax. And let's see, what else can we do? Pornography tax, we're going to raise that to about 30. And let's see, the petroleum. Let's see if we lower that to... Alright, so... Alright, so that pretty much makes almost everyone happy. Let's see if we could do 0.5. Actually, I'm not going to do that. Alright, let's see. What else? Alright, we could do something to improve the health. So let's see how that pans out. Alright, so we lost some support from these two groups, but for the most part, it's still going to pass strongly. Alright, I think I'll leave it at that. And let's go to energy. And I think we could use another oil platform. It's going to cost us at about 174 million. And let's see, where can we place that? Alright, so we'll place that there. Okay, we proposed 116 bills and they all passed.
Good morning! I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted you to see in order to submit to you this economic contract which, as you will see, is profitable for both our countries.
Alright, so Bolivia wants to purchase one fighter jet. That's going to bring us 116 million. Let's see. Uh, 71 million. We're going to refuse that.
I'd be happy to.
Let's just go ahead
Sure.
and end this. Alright, so we have strong relations with Panama and Colombia. So, let's see if we can do a free trade agreement with Colombia. And we'll try to see what happens with that. And Panama, let's see, with industry, custom duties, we'll subtract about 25%. Try to boost trade with them.
Huh. That's not to be turned down. Very kind.
Alright, so let's see if we can sell oil to China. So we know they could use it. And if that doesn't work, then we'll just try to sell it to the US. Let's go with 857. 818. Uh, 785. 148 billion. So that worked out.
No thanks.
so let's check contracts. Alright, so it turned out to be a good contract for the most part. The sales close to our usual rates. Okay. So, okay. And so it doesn't affect employment too much.
Well done. You have just signed your first contract. A note from my department will allow a rapid expert appraisal on this contract. It is attached to the contract.
Alright. There's one thing I want to take care of real quick before I forget. I want this guy investigated. As he's going to potentially cause a problem with the hunger strike. Alright, change of regime favorable in Guatemala.
Everything has been implemented in the country to prepare for the national holiday that will take place in 2 weeks. It is obvious that your presence is essential.
Okay. Our electricity infrastructures are terribly understaffed. Okay. Electric cars. I'm not gonna go that route yet. Let's check our bottled water. Okay, so that's one of the things that's affected by the inflation. So we're going to reduce this by about 3%. Let's see what else. Consumer electronics. Alright, that's fine. Just want to see what's being affected by the inflation. See, jewelry, that's not being affected too much. Alright, sodas. Producing enough of that. Alright, don't really want to do that with that either. Alright, so our investment into research has got us an improved missile launcher. We're going to keep that for ourselves. Same with the aircraft carrier. Improved destroyer. That's first generation, so that's not that great. Okay, Colombia accepted our free trade agreement.
The target is in position and under surveillance 24/7. Data collected by our agents will be regularly updated into the synthesis report that you will be able to review on file from now on. Good reading!
Alright, so let's go to education. Alright, so literacy aids. Now to max that out, that's going to be 8 billion. Let's go with 4.2. And general education, need to max that out. Alright, so they cost 9 billion for that. Technical training is cheaper than the general education, so we'll go with that. Alright, literary and teaching. Let's let's go with scientific training. How much is that? Alright, that's 9 billion. So what happens if we just do this? Alright, 1 star for each, that's 3.7 billion. That actually helped get our approval back to 100. Alright, 488. Alright, starting to slow down with inflation. Let's go with 10,000 homes. Alright, so what else in industry can we... Alright, auto industry... Alright, so that's been privatized already. Alright, computer hardware. Let's subsidize that by 25 million. Diabetes vaccine. Alright, let's do about 20 million in that. Alright, so that bumped us back up. Alright, great public bionics. Alright, no, we're not taking anyone out.
Undeniably, you have inside you the founding values of society, such as love for family and respect for parents.
Alright, so let's go to research and alright, so you max out industry. Alright, so that's 1.6 billion. Let's go with aeronautics. Max that out. Gonna hire 1,000 more workers. And now let's go to space research. Space propulsion, that's gonna cost us 1.6. $1.2 billion for astronaut training. So, alright, gonna cancel that because we still want to kind of watch. Alright, inflation's gonna wind up being back to what it was at the beginning of the series. Let's see. Alright, so that's strong support there. Let's see, when will this pass? Let's see. September 19th. That's when it'll pass. Alright, so that's another 3 days.
My fellow countrymen and women, on this solemn day, I want to express my pride and affection. Today, while celebrating the history and genius of our beautiful country, I wish to remember what unites us rather than what divides us in order to look into the future with confidence.
Okay. Alright, so let's go to industry. Water networks, still not up to where we need it to be. So we're going to bump this up to 350 million. All right. Let's go to farming. So cereals. Let's make this 175. Alright, fowl. Alright, so that should be okay. Pork. Let's invest 25 into that. Vegetables. Let's just make this an even 100.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
The vote was held and the reform was adopted.
Okay, so we improve purchasing power. Alright, so that debt is starting to go down.
Your politics are on the right track. At last, the fatherland is ahead who tackles the problems head on. And
Alright, eliminate the head of state for Cuba. No, we're not going to do that either. Alright, let's look at our unemployment. Alright, so that's the lowest it's been, I believe, throughout the entire series. Let's see. Alright. Integration of the handicapped in the workplace. How much is that going to cost us? Let's do... Oh, that's not much of a difference. So let's go ahead and max that out. Alright, let's see where our growth is. So growth is at 14.7%. Alright, I have to slow down. So let's fast forward by a week and see what happens with that. Alright, let's look at energy. Alright, so there's another nuclear plant that was built. So we have 5 more on the way. 3 more gas wells.
One of my men succeeded in infiltrating Key Center. According to my calculations, the informational gain, in geopolitical terms, could be close to 2.73.
Alright, let's try to dismantle them. Alright, what brought our... Okay, public finances, compensation for catastrophes. Okay, let's get all of this out. Okay, so we have a $14 billion cash surplus. So let's pay back the World Bank. Let's see, what else? Who else can we pay off? Alright, let's pay off Norway. And let's pay off Sweden. Alright, so we got rid of some debt there. Alright, victims compensated. Alright, let's go with, alright, we'll get that. Alright, so our nuclear program enrichment. Let's see. We've almost finished the enrichment center. A sample of uranium has just been transported in order to proceed with the first tests. A few weeks from now, the center will be fully operational. See you soon. Alright, so Mexico is on its way to becoming a military nuclear power. Israel had a state. Nah, we're not. Alright, we're gonna send the military in to deal with that group. Let's see. Okay, unemployment is still good. Let's see about our debt. Alright, so we have a budget excess of 51 billion. So I really want to expand our space program. And I want to do a launch pad. That's going to take our entire surplus or our treasury reserve. So I'm not going to do that as of yet. I'll wait a little bit.
It's true that the blow cannot really be described as fatal. 2 arrests.
Alright, so let's go back. Alright, so we have 55,000. Alright, let's go to... Alright, crime is not good at all. Internal Affairs Department. Alright, let's see about the fight against sexual violence. Alright, so we'll invest in that. And Cybersecurity Task Force will invest in that also. Let's look at our debt. But what about inflation? Alright, so yeah, we already blew inflation.
Here is our growth forecast for the end of the year based on calculations that we made last month. This is an excellent figure. Our economy is flourishing, our production increases.
Alright, alright, this guy with the hunger strike. Alright, yeah, let's bring back our guy. Alright, so let's go to Secret Service. Sold files on celebrities. Alright, let's see if... Alright, we need to take that guy out. Yeah. Because, this hunger strike is gonna kill our approval rating. Or is just gonna get rid of them now? Alright, and... we're not gonna do that. Alright, I know what to do. So let's improve our farming sector. Alright, so organic farming, we're gonna invest more into that. And see above our tanks. So that's gonna cost us 1 billion. So I know there's something I'm forgetting. Let me just go down. Alright, so it's not that. Let's try drones. It's the workforce. Alright, fighter planes. What's the workforce for that? Alright. Oh, anti-missile batteries. Alright, what about missile launchers? Alright, so we'll do that.
I'd like to congratulate you in person for your popularity. The way the country trusts you moves me, and I am happy to work with you now and undoubtedly for many years to come.
Alright, results for our National Assembly, okay. Alright, so Guatemala wants to meet with us. Alright, so... Alright, that pipeline isn't complete yet. It will be soon, hopefully.
Our agents based in that territory, in coordination with our cyber analyst and network control services, are working to start a large conspiracy theory campaign in the country. You can now view the theories that we have in our summary sheets and at any time select one and
Okay. Let's see. Alright, I need to get that public debt down. So let's meet with these guys. Huh? Really? Alright, so that guy is killing my, my approval rating again. Let's meet with Japan. And the United Kingdom.
The operation is finished. Don't get me wrong, this kind of removal is very delicate to undertake, and its results rarely go unnoticed. In almost 86.4% of the cases, to be precise, according to a modelling based on Baxter's algorithm. Also, if you want to repeat the operation, I think that it would be better to wait until the whole thing has settled down.
Alright, so we took out that guy with the hunger strike because that was just, again, like I said, is destroying our approval rating. So with him out of the way, I don't have to worry about that anymore. Alright, so our excess budget is increasing. National health expenditures went down. Alright, so life expectancy went up. Child mortality went down. So we have more doctors, more hospital beds. Alright, that's the same. AIDS deaths went down just a little bit. So what about occupational medicine? Yeah, we'll spend the $2 billion on that. Alright, and let's look at health. Alright, so if we do this, alright, so that's not gonna work. Nope, that's not gonna work either.
Good morning. I didn't come empty-handed. In fact, I wanted to see you in order to submit this economic contract. As you will see, it is profitable for both our countries.
Alright, let's see, what do they want? Purchase price. They want oranges. We do not produce enough. So, no, that's only going to contribute to our inflation even more.
I'd be happy to. Our country is confronted.
The funeral will take place next.
Alright, yeah, well, I'll attend that. Alright, so let's see, we can go to oranges. Alright, our production. Alright, let's go with 100 million.
The bill has been voted on and the law has been passed.
Alright, beneficial popularity.
Our infiltrated agents had the chance to carry out a sabotage operation. A sort of Bulgarian opening, if you'll allow me the analogy, that according to my calculations would produce a two-figure dynamic impact, superior in absolute index to the harmful potential.
Alright, we'll go through with that. let's see. Alright, crime is starting to slightly go down a little bit more. It's not significant though. I think I'm going to go ahead and end this episode. So potentially next episode, or extremely soon, I want to build a launch pad for going into space. We're going to expand our space program. And let's take a look at inflation. Alright, that's at 6.32. Alright. Trying to see. I believe if I do the value added tax. Oh. No, they're not going for that at all. So, what about that? Nope. So, I'm gonna have to do it in some kind of reform. So, I'll worry about that the next episode. But in the meantime, thank you for your support. And if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. And I will see you soon.